Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News. I'm your host, Ellie Holder, and this is it says Investigator News too. Boy, they got a way off. This is the weather and lifestyle news. Uh, we got to do something about that. But no, Investigator News is where you can find us on YouTube, and if you're looking for us on Facebook, it's Investigators. Um, I know we're on Rumble. I think I might have to start using some Rumble time. They're gonna get rid of me. They say if you don't use us, we're gonna get rid of you. But I'm monetized, so I'll probably put out the ad tomorrow if you want to uh, donate to Investigator News. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the money. I'm thinking maybe buying me a new microphone, a D104 thing that sits up here. I'm a old CB radio, so if you're CBers, you know what a D104 is. I used to hit skip. I used to talk to Israel, Canada, Mexico, um, El Salvador, Africa, all over the world on Sundays. Everybody would hit what they called skip, and you get on there, and oh man, I can't even remember my numbers anymore. And but you would hit your numbers up, and you would shoot what they call shoot skip, and you could talk to people all over the world. And get this, some of the ones over in Africa are my sources, and I didn't get rid of them. South America, yeah. Mexico, yes. Um, I haven't heard from the one in Mexico. He kind of disappeared, so I'm not sure what's going on. All right, everybody was on Dutch Sense. Wow, I think Dutch Sense with this 6 point. We'll look at it 6 point. And um, down around Mexico, El Salvador, and get this. So when I looked at the earthquake and I said, okay, the earthquake's one thing, but let's take a look at the volcanoes once again. They're just bubbling. They're just bubbling. And you know what they said? Even though our planet is heating up, Karen and Susan, I guess you guys are in here. Um, it's going to be cooler this summer, they say. Why? They say fires from Canada. No, it's the volcanoes. Why won't they just be honest? Even the Weather Channel. I'm starting, and they're trying to take Miss Davis out, give me Ari and other people, and I'm starting to wonder about the Weather Channel. They can hit me up and ban me if they want, but you know, I'm I want Miss Davis. I can't even get her email. I can get Ari's, but I can't get hers. Why? Why are they blocking her email? So anyway, let's get on with if Miss Davis. If we're talking about her as we look at this, and let's get this right. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it, Karen. We got this going now. Boys, Thursday. Happy Thursday. We're almost to the end of the week. Did this week go by fast? Or is it because I've had really good shows? You would not believe how many we're getting for the show. And I thank all of you for this. We do weather, we do earthquakes, we do a little bit of everything, the fun stuff. No, I'm going to try really hard not to bring the political into this show, because the more I leave the political out, the more viewers I'm getting with this. Uh, it went quick, yeah, didn't it? Didn't it say in the Bible that they would shorten the days? Well, my days are short. I can't even sneak a nap in. I close my eyes and the puppy's on me and she's like, "Oh no, you're not taking a nap." And by the time I take care of her, I look up and it's like, "No, I can't get a nap today. Maybe tomorrow." Oh, wow. I'm a busy woman. I'm very busy. All right, so she's in white today. And of course I'm in pink. We never, I don't look at to see what she's wearing. Maybe I should, but I don't. I want to match her, but not. All right, here we go.
Going to collide with this cold front, and that will set the stage for flash flood potential over the next couple of days. So you see the threat on Thursday, Friday, it continues across the southern plains and even into parts of the southwest. Now, not only that, but we're dealing with the threat of strong storms as well, particularly on Friday. So there's a look through Texas into the Tennessee Valley where we have that threat of storms, and here's the timing. So those storms on Friday, they fire up pretty early in the day through the Arkansas area and then becomes more widespread as we go through the evening. The storms will last until Saturday, and then we'll start to see the situation subside.
She got pink shoes. Wow. Now they look. They're trying to scare Arkansas again. Arkansas, the storm killer. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. We're going to kill them storms. We're going to, they already have a hurricane building up and ready to march towards the United States. Um, this is very concerning, but I'm going to get to the earthquakes. Oh man, wait till you see this: 40 earthquakes, and look everything, everywhere. So we had, they said 6 point. Now Guatemala, I seen 6.6 with the European model. Is Europe right, or are we looking? They what they do is they have um, USGS all over the world, and they put them all into one little kitty, and they average it out, and this is what they come up with. When it first hit, it was 6.6. This was in Guatemala. Oops. Now I'm gonna fall on the sword and say I thought it was Mexico. I thought it was California. Are they mixed though? We had, oh, Karen, look at this. A 5.0. I'm not going to go with their 4.9. And Jane Mayan, that's way up there. That's way Antarctica. I mean, I hopefully you guys could see my cursor. I thought Iceland. Remember I said Iceland? No, it went way above. You didn't even get Greenland. It went almost, if you put a line equal across, there's nothing there. There is a fault line that goes over, but why up there? If we're going to have a big one down here, so let's look at see what it did. Well, I seen a big one down here on the Bird's Head, a 5.1 in Sandwich Islands. Well, what about this odd one over in the Pacific Rise? I seen a 4.9, 5.0. The islands are covered with 3.1, 3.8, 4.8, 3.7. And then we had another cluster over by Tonga and Fiji, 4.9, 4.5, 4.5. Now I seen this 4.9 is a 5.0. Hawaii, yeah, island of Hawaii, 2.7. Uh, Too small. Then we go over straight across the Philippines, 4.6. Where's the big one? Where's the big one that goes across? Now we even see one over here in Tajikistan, 4.3. Nothing in Japan. Kazakhstan, Russia, 4.0. Then we had a cluster. Well, let me get the Aleutian Islands. Attic, Alaska, 4.6. Then we got a cluster, 3.1, 2.8, 2.5, 3.2, and 2.9. I had that as a 3.0. A cluster of them. Boy, when you look into this, you start wondering what is going on. Now let's look over here at um, Moors, Greece. Morai, Mo, oh boy, Moy. I'm thinking Mores, 5.2, um, 4.1, and to just extend. No, no, no. We got to go back over then. And so what do we see? It very odd. It's fours, it's threes, it's twos, and then it goes up to fives. It goes to six. It's all over the place. And so I'm gonna take a look. And the thing with this is, I don't know what I didn't watch Dutch Sense. To me, it's so sporadic that there is no rhyme or reason for the earthquake should be running in a the way Dutchson does it, if it's fours, it goes four, 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 five, 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 six, 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 six. And I say, wait a minute, is that harp? No, it might not be. It might be the earthquakes. Then six to seven, and it drops back down to fours again. We're seeing fours and fives and threes and twos, and um, something is really wrong with it. And I'm seeing this with the volcanoes too. Some of them are rumbling, some of them steam, some of them smoke. And there are so many now that they're going to blame the fires in Canada for cooler temperatures for the summer. No, it's the volcanoes, folks. And if they blame it on fires, then they won't have to be wrong on climate change. If so, what if we have volcanoes that are putting our cooler temperatures for the summer? I bet you by July they're going to say this is the hottest summer ever. We got hot. This is hot, hot, hot. Because by then the smoke's going to clear out, or the ash, the steam, the lava, everything's going to start getting down again unless we have another eruption. And they're going to be saying, oh, it's hot and the ground's warming up and this is climate. I don't think so. I'm thinking that we are seeing maybe a huge volcano that's going to happen. I've looked and looked and I've listened to Dutch Sense, and I really do think that it's going to be another volcano that blows, not necessarily a 7 point or an eight along the western part of the United States. So what do we got? We got Prattville 3.7. See, then we had Hollister 2.6. Then we had New Mexico, Medio 3.8. And then we had Coy and Osa, Texas, a 2.6. They're not going up. They're not going straight across. They're not going to the East Coast and up. So I am looking at we're going to have what we even have Mount St. Helens is starting to bubble up. We have Yosemite, Old Faithful, bubbling up. We have Shasta bubbling up, Mount St. Helens bubbling up. All of these, even down in South America, they're all rising with pressure. Something is going to blow. And I wish Dutch Sense would do more volcanoes, because if he's seen this, I think it would make a lot of sense that these earthquakes are moving, but at the same time, it's causing the earth to rise. So if you have an earthquake, what we see is if it's out in the ocean, it forms mountains. It causes everything rocky to come up. And it does create islands. So why wouldn't this be a volcano, not really an 8.0? Um, boy, I got lots of boy. Look at all the chat room. Chat room is that looks normal. We got a holy cow. Um, I want a cool summer, no heat. Yeah, yeah. All settled for 90s. Yeah, everybody's like, yeah, let's get into the cool summer. So that's what they're saying, though. We're going to have a cool summer. Um, National Hurricane Center continues tracking the first tropical storm. Um, and where is it? They say it's off the coast of Africa. Just like I said, they're watching it. A tropical wave has moved farther off the coast of Africa. Is now centered in Sierra Leone, southeast of Cabo Verde. It's moving west at 11 miles per hour. Here we go. This is the start of the hurricane season. No, I'm not excited about it. No, I don't. I don't want to hear about it. I don't. But it's right on time. This is normal. This is what we normally see. Is it going to be bad? We don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. But the Weather Channel sure hot and heavy. They're like, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, we got us a hurricane. Uh, really? Come on, Weather Channel, calm down. All right. Um, don't miss seeing Earthshine. Earthshine, yeah, of all things. I'm making sure. Well, no, well, Earthshine. Don't miss Earthshine is what they're saying. It's something that happens very rarely, very beautiful. Look at that. All right, here we go.
Great time to learn about the effect known as earthshine. Earthshine is when the moon is dark, but you can still just barely make out the moon in the night sky, as if it was glowing just slightly. That's because it is. Even when the face of the moon appears dark, it is still slightly illuminated by sunlight reflected off of the Earth. Earthshine can usually be seen when the moon is completely darkened, called a new moon, or sometimes in the very early stages of crescent phase. If you miss the May 19th new moon, you'll have another chance to see Earthshine on June 19th. And be sure to check the forecast for cloud cover ahead of time.
Yeah, Earthshine. Isn't that beautiful? And if you do not know, the dark moon, right soon as it does this little sliver, that is considered Satan's moon. And Luciferians love that stuff. Okay. So I got someone mowing their yard out here. Um, um, in history, 1980, Mount St. Helens erupted today. So it's a big thing, and now it's what I mentioned with the earthquakes. It's starting to rise again, starting to show activity. The lava's starting to boil a little bit. We're going to have to keep it. Definitely keep um, our eye on Mount St. Helens, and I hope the volcanologists are watching this. Um, let's see. There is a rare. Oh boy, it's all in Chinese. Um, uh, these are adorable carnivores. They're known in hunting packs. They prey several times their size, and they will even jump on the neck of anything 2 to 3 to 10 times its size. It just jumps on its neck. So these things are um, they have been not seen. It's adorable. It's dangerous. It's spotted in the farm in Taiwan, of all places. And is he cute? Yeah, he's cute, but he's vicious. It's like a dog with rabies. He's ready to attack. And I'm not sure why. They said they described this Formosian yellow-throated martin as a rare and a precious animal, but it will kill. Yes, it will kill. This yellow-throated or endangered species found only in the mountains of Taiwan. Now they've had a sighting of the animal and they're willing to save it, even though it could kill anything smaller than its size, up to 2 to 3 times its size. And we thank quite a few photographers for sharing this. I'm going to throw it up there again. He's just a little guy. He looks kind of like a weasel or a ferret. Um, he's little, he's tri-colored, but he's vicious. I mean, he's like a chihuahua, but bigger teeth and more deadly. I bet the mailman wouldn't want to run across this guy. All right. Maine Museum offers 25,000 reward for a fallen meteorite. I keep telling you guys about these meteorites. This thing, 25,000 for a meteorite, and it wasn't really even that big. Um, and
A museum in
let
Maine is
me,
offering a
well, let me.
25,000.
It, that's why I keep telling you, go out, hunt for these resources, and it doesn't take much energy. It takes a metal detector, or now with the meteorites, it just takes a magnet. And you can run a magnet on a stick, tie it to it, run it over the ground where you think a meteor may have crashed. And lo and behold, look at this one. Wow, $25,000 for this one. If you're looking to make a little bit of money, here we
A
go.
museum in Maine is offering a $25,000 reward if anyone can find a piece of the rock they're looking for. But no, not just any rock, a rock that fell from space. On April 8th, a fireball zoomed across the skies over eastern Maine. A fireball so bright it was seen during the day. The meteorite fell around 11:56 a.m. Eastern Time, and NASA thinks pieces of it landed somewhere in North Washington County, Maine, or over the nearby Canadian border. The first person to find and turn in an at least 1 kilogram piece of the meteorite will get the $25,000. Fragments are subject to testing, which takes 5 to 10 days and has to be paid for out of pocket. So anyone turning in a suspected meteorite fragment should be sure of their find. So how can you tell? Meteorite fragments feel heavy for their size and are likely magnetic, are free of holes or bubbles, and have a black eggshell-like crust on the outside.
So if you live in that area or you're interested in making 25,000, get in there. You know, they even have the gold um, out of the waters up around Placerville, California, and even in the Feather River. Get in there, get in the American River, start finding you some gold. Uh, you know, with the way everything has been, we're going to have to start looking at different ways of making a little bit of extra cash. Some people do it with collecting cards or comic books. Some do it with meteors. If you need a little bit of exercise, get out there with your metal detector and find you some gold, find you some coins. Even coins are worth a lot of money. You can find a dime. Get this, you can find a dime that's worth thousands of dollars, or even a penny, a quarter, 50-cent piece. Might even find a silver dollar that's worth quite a bit. Get out there and have some fun this summer with your grandkids, your kids. Get a metal detector. Go out and hit the beaches. Lots of rings and diamonds have been found. All right, Walmart's closing a batch of stores in 2023. Oh, yeah. They're doing four in Chicago. Four in Chicago alone. They said that it's ending, they tried its 9-year location in Illinois. Um, and that now they're starting to lay off thousands of workers. They said they might even close some of the neighborhood Walmarts. Even here in Arkansas, they might. Illinois and Arkansas are confirmed to lay off hundreds of workers at 5 e-commerce fulfillment centers across the United States. Um, Not only that, they're now Arkansas. They're doing it in Bentonville, D.C., Northwest Washington, Georgia. They're doing 2 in Atlanta, Florida. There is Pennis Park neighborhood Walmart, Hawaii, the Street Mall in Honolulu, Illinois. We got St. Homer, Plainfield, Lincolnwood, Cahokia, Chicago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Chicago, Indiana, and South Bend. And it goes on, all the way even into Washington and Everett, even Wisconsin and Milwaukee. Why? Because why? Because there's just a lack of people and lack of items to put on the shelf. People can't afford stuff. Hey, eggs are coming down, folks. I just seen that today. Eggs are now going to start dropping now that they've got a containment on the bird flu. Yeah. All right. So, um, Walmart, but man. Okay. So, on my the heading for my show, um, um, who vandalized the kennel, or the uh, animal shelter in Alabama. Um, you know, um, when I looked at this, I thought, wow, wow, this is something. And I was like, wow, who would have done something like this? Um, so I guess let's see if I can get this up. Um, what was it? It was a husky. A husky got in and decided it was going to caught it got loose, it got out of its enclosure, and instead of letting all the other dogs out like we seen in Lady and the Tramp, this one caused a lot of destruction. So look at what it did. All right, let's see if we can get. All right. uh, okay, let me go. There's a I wish it would have just shown me. I'm gonna try to get this, folks. All right, so let's go with this one here. There's quite a few videos. Um, okay, well you get the idea. It tore up the whole shelter. It went room to room. It tore down the blinds. It pushed everything off the desk. It ripped up paper, everything. Yeah, and but you know what? They say he's a good dog. Yeah, he's a mm, yeah, they say he was just bored. He was just bored. He's a good boy. How Titan, his name is Titan, got free. It didn't take him long. He was surrendered by his owner an hour before the shelter closed that day. He snuck out of doggy jail, and he destroyed uh, the shelter. So, who destroyed the shelter? Mr. Titan. That his owners could not control him when they checked with him. They said he would go room to room and tear up everything. Does anybody want Titan? He's up for adoption. Um, Pale male, iconic hawk, nested over New York City's Fifth Avenue for decades. He died at 33 years old. Now I remember hearing about him as a little chick and hatched, and Mama flew off, and this um, hawk stayed there and kept that nest for 33 years on and off. I keep hearing things about him, and it's um, and it's interesting that we kept hearing on and off about once a year. New York will do a story on him, and but no, he is now gone. They say the nest is now empty, and they don't know if another hawk will take it or what bird will take over the nest. But um, um, the iconic hawk nested over New York City's Fifth Avenue for decades has died at 33 years old. Wow. All right. So we got this rare albino. Now, this startled joggers in the Ohio park, and they were really surprised. But this is, folks, this is a treat for anybody when we start to see an albino in the wild, because normally they have to be taken care of. So, this one here is an albino raccoon, and they're normally orange to white, but they almost look like a little tiger cat. But no, it is a raccoon, and they have been seeing it and reporting it, but they never could be able to catch a glimpse or get pictures of it. So now, um, um, the albino raccoons, they do exist, and this is in Cleveland Metro Parks. And what a treasured surprise when this beauty crossed the path of a guy that was running the trails of Berea. Um, and, he said, we keep hearing that unicorns do exist, but maybe the albino raccoon is still out there. Wow, what an awesome thing to see. Um, Boy, I got a lot of this stuff today. Um, all right, we are down to the funny post. And today, I wanted to find out the weirdest laws in every state. But come on now, update it, folks. Put it to 2023. I know there's got to be some new weird ones out there. Some we already know, some we don't. Like Alabama, you remember the Congress or senator that dressed up as a priest and he got in trouble for it. So now the law says don't dress up as a priest for Halloween in Alabama. Alaska, you can't wake a sleeping bear to take a selfie. No, you can't do that no more. Um, Arizona, no donkeys in the bathtubs. No, keep your donkeys out of the bathtubs. California, well, wait a minute, Arkansas, you cannot name your child uh, Zabra Daka. Zabra Daka. Zabra Adaka. Oh, don't worry, I won't even name my dog that. California, animals must not procreate near churches. Colorado, don't mutilate the rocks. Connecticut, the pickles must bounce. Yeah, make sure them pickles bounce. Delaware, don't use your car as a picnic facility. Florida, stay at home dads are considered vagrants. Georgia, no eating chicken with tableware. You eat it with your fingers and lick every one of them. Hawaii, don't put coins in your ears. Idaho, cannibalism is outlawed. I hope so. Susan, what do you think? There shouldn't be cannibalism anywhere in the United States. Idaho's going to outlaw it. Wow. Illinois, don't keep smelly dogs. Indiana, horse speed limit. Really? Thank God that isn't in Kentucky, because the Kentucky Derby's going on. They might run, a hoof too fast. Iowa, you're not allowed to shoot Native Americans if more than 5 of them are on your property. What? This is what, the 1800s? Oh, Kansas, don't screech your tires. Kentucky, reptiles and religion. The use of reptiles in any religious within the state of Kansas is strictly prohibited. Anyone caught with violating this ordinance will be fined $50. No snakes. No snakes in church. Louisiana, surprise pizzas are rude. The 500 fine and be in prison for sending pizza delivery to someone's house without their permission. Maine, no gambling at the airport. No, don't gamble at the airport. No. You know what I mean? You might cause people to come get you on the plane, and these woke people. Maryland, body studios are illegal. Huh. Massachusetts, don't sell fewer than 24 ducklings before May 1st. Michigan, men should not seduce or corrupt unmarried women. Minnesota, mosquitoes are declared a public nuisance. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Mississippi, you'll be fined $100 for cursing in public. Missouri, don't fight the bears. No, no fighting with the bears. Let the bears fight with each other. And don't feed them either. And Smokey the Bear says, don't start no fires. Montana, don't play golf at night. What is golf? Golf or frisbee golf is played following the same rules as golf, but using specialized frisbees instead of clubs and balls. Apparently, the sport is quite popular in Montana, except for in Helena, where they have been hitting people with these frisbees. That sounds deliberate. No person shall play or engage in the game of golf or throw a golf disc at nighttime in any areas within business improvement district. See, they're going in the city and they're nailing people with these frisbees. That's deliberate. No, don't play golf at night in Montana. Nebraska, don't be ugly in public. Yeah, no jammies and curlers and cold cream on your face and um, the green stuff. I don't do that. Nevada, no swearing in Sin City. New Hampshire, no picnics in cemeteries. New Jersey, no poor people in New Jersey. No, it's not allowed. Well, I think they got a few homeless now. New Jersey, no. Oh, okay, I got that one. New Mexico, don't hunt in cemeteries. New York, boot black stands should close on Sunday afternoon. So shoe shiners is what they're saying. Not allowed to work in the city, and they are they are not allowed to work in the city for hire or gain, permit or require his or her employees to engage in such work after 1 p.m. on Sunday afternoons. Yeah, no shoe shining. I didn't know we still did that. North Carolina, camping in graveyards is illegal. Who the heck camps in graveyards? I mean, you're asking to be haunted. Who does that? I mean, are we going to go on vacation? We're going to set a tent up and in a cemetery. What are we going to do? Is make s'mores for the dead? Uh, Too many weird people in this country. North Dakota, you can shoot an Indian on horseback as long as you are on a wagon. What? Okay, let's all just get in a bunch of wagons and chase a bunch of Indians in North Dakota across the plains. Who's got time for that? Oh boy, this is fun. This is fun today. These are fun posts. I hope you guys are just cracking up on these. Ohio, owning a bathtub is against the law. The law is passed back in the 1800s when cholera and smallpox epidemics were wiping out families. The state authorities figured out that part of the problem was common practice sharing bath water. So it's not that you share the bathtub. Don't share your bath water. Yeah. Don't fill it up and then have everybody in the household take a bath in it. No, that's not right. Oklahoma. The mayor of Oklahoma City is not allowed to strike. No. Oregon. Only one person is allowed in the restroom. Well, if there's only one, I mean, you go to places and there's like, two stalls. Sometimes it's just um, the toilet in there. I mean, what are we going to do? Take three, four people in there with us? Yeah, no. Pennsylvania, no psychics allowed. Rhode Island, stealing a chicken could land you in jail for 5 years. South Carolina, railroad companies must not scare horses. South Dakota, don't sleep in the cheese factory. Yeah, because the Mount St. Rushmore, you'll be prosecuted under law if you fall asleep in the cheese factory. If you, however, if you fall asleep standing up, then you have nothing to worry about because it's not technically sleeping if you're standing up. Oh, okay. Tennessee, duelists may not hold public office. Texas, don't leave your keys in the ignition. Utah, it's illegal to molest your pet, but it's okay if animal services do it. I uh, speechless. Vermont, honey, can I put my teeth on? Yeah, you got to get permission from your wife or your spouse to put your teeth in. Virginia, hunting on Sunday is prohibited unless it's raccoons. Washington, Sasquatch lives matter. They do. And it started in 1961 when Skamania County adopted and edited the first protection for Sasquatch or Yeti or the giant hairy type ape. And April, it went into effect in 1984, and basically, Sasquatch Refuge became a park in Washington state. So if you're Bigfoot, head to Washington. You're safe. West Virginia, don't fly a black or red flag. Wisconsin, no nukes in the Sun Prairie. Wyoming, fishing with a firearm is prohibited. Philadelphia, I know you guys are waiting on that one. Licensed bloggers. All businesses in Philadelphia are required to pay a one-time 300 license fee or 50 annually to operate in the city. Um, um, the IRS records to enforce the regulation by matching federal tax payments to local reporting. To be on the safe side, you'll need to seek services of Pennsylvania registered agent. Wow. Time to move, y'all, if you live in Pennsylvania. And so that is it. And that is it for today's show. And please subscribe, hit the like, follow, the thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up and hit that bell. Smash it. And like I said, if you want to donate to Investigator News, a buck, I don't care. Um, we'll have it up the next few days. And it's to help me run this show. So subscribe, hit the like. Over in Facebook. So glad you're all watching, all the new viewers. Hit follow and like. So with that, we will see you tomorrow. If not, come on back in about 15 minutes and I'll have the news, world news, and tomorrow is trivia. Uh, have a wonderful Thursday. See you soon.